I've been drifting through my mind where the silence talks. Stars fall slow in my intrusive thoughts. City lights flicker, heart sinks with the plot. Reality bends when the questions start. I hear echoes of the truth in distortion and bass. See reflections of the void when I look in my face. Every word, every pose, just a code in the fog. I'm a mirror for the madness and I talk to God. Intrusive us. They whisper, they twist, they nod. Intrusive us.
Is the Intrusive Thoughts Podcast.
Alright guys, welcome into the second episode of the Intrusive Thoughts Podcast. We were supposed to do an album review for this episode, but due to artists being artists and being divas, we didn't get an album to review. Well, there's plenty of albums that dropped and stuff, but not the album I wanted to review. So, in place of that, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of fantasy football season, football season in general, and, just had a good Friendsgiving with my friends, watched some football, some good Thanksgiving football. So, I want to give football some love, the NFL specifically, and we're gonna turn this into an NFL show. It's been a very, 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 very weird football season. A lot of injuries, top stars, a lot of surprising teams, a lot of surprising players. So I'm going to give my most surprising team from each conference, my biggest letdown of a team from each conference. I can't predict the rest of the schedule, but I'm going to go off of if playoffs started today, who I think would win the championship. And then we're going to get into the awards. I said championship. I meant Super Bowl. Championship, same thing. Whatever. But just to start it off, we're going to start with the most surprising teams in the NFL. Now, there's a lot of candidates. There's like I said, it's been an up and down year. But I think for the AFC, we got to look at the Indianapolis Colts as being the most surprising team. I mean, we could say the Pats. We could say the Broncos, two top teams of the AFC. But nobody thought that Danny Jones would go to the Colts, be revitalized, and lead them to possibly a division victory. Now, they got the Texans on their heels, and there's still a few games left to play, but to me, they've been the most surprising. Danny Dimes was in the MVP conversation to start. Jonathan Taylor has stayed in the MVP conversation in the top 5. Anthony Richardson, we were also hyped about him. He gets hurt. Even when he wasn't hurt, he wasn't named the starter. And then they drafted Tyler Warren to be their tight end, and he's been absolutely phenomenal as a rookie. I just think it could not have gone better for them as a retool kind of year. I wonder what they're going to do with Anthony Richardson. They just paid Daniel Jones, so it's are they going to trade him? Are they going to still have them battle it out in camp and maybe trade Daniel Jones? I doubt it after this year. I think the job is Daniel Jones to lose. Now, if he gets hurt or if next year they don't start as hot, maybe he loses the job, but I definitely doubt that.
Shadow play.